The women have to talk in the church because women must be friends with their husbands. But these days, their husbands are not giving us chance to talk. The reason is they are not marrying us to be our friend, but they want to make us like slaves. And which, even when Jesus Christ went, it's a woman who went. The Samaritan lady that was sharing the gospel, it was a woman. God did not check the situation, the condition, and the life that he lives, because he knew that through this woman, something good can come out from. So God revealed himself to her as a Messiah, and he told her all the secrets that nobody knows, and he said, you might be a son of God. And through that woman, the gospel of Jesus Christ, he ran into Samaria, he ran into the city, and he said, there's a man who have shared my secret that nobody knows. So this one, it must be the God. You see, so if the man was saying women must not talk in the Samaria woman, how were we going to know? How were the gospel going to spread? You see, but because he spoke, if there were men that time and preventing that women must not talk, Jesus Christ, the gospel that he wanted, and everybody must hear from Jesus that this one is the Son of God, we were not going to know it. But because the chances were there that time for that woman, so at times they must give us the chance as women to share what is in us. We are women, but God have put a lot in us that we need to share it to other women. There are women, they take those things from their husbands and they take even to their kids, and then the kids become very aggressive. Sometimes you don't blame the kids, it's from the woman. The reason is the woman, the husband have make her like a slave. So he take all that anger, he take to the kids, and then that's where we produce street kids. Because at home the parents are not showing love, and when parents are not showing love, the person who's supposed to show love is a woman, which is a mother. And when a mother is not having that peace and right in her own home, how can he train the children? So you give kids chance through women. So it's time the church have to give women chance to preach the gospel, to share what God have put in us. They must not limit us, because God created us as women. As women, clever as they are, they even convince Adam. Shows that women, God have put something in us. You see, so there are times that God will put something in us which will bring the woman of vision among us. But we told ourselves that now we want to be a virtue woman. There are virtue women that we will bring ideas not to destroy the men, not to destroy the church, but to uplift the church. So if you ask us to sit down, not to be share what is in us, then you are burying the dream that God wants to explode outside. Allow God to use us. Allow God to do what you want us to do. Because some of us, we pray and said, God, send us, for we shall say yes to your calling. Send us, for we shall go. So if they said, woman, sit down, then what God have put in me as a woman, and God does not bring his word in vain. When God bring his word and he give a word to a woman, because he want the church to hear something that it will help the church. But when they said, God have put in this thing in this woman, as me, I'm a vital, go and share this in church. And the church said, woman must not talk. It means we are putting the vision of God even down. Allow them to talk. Allow them to share what God have put in them. We will be always submissive. Us talking does not mean we don't respect us. As the will of God has said, we will be submissive in all angle, any place we will be submissive. But allow us to share what God have put in us. Not in the rude way, not in the bad way, but as submissive as we are going to follow it and share the good things that will bring and benefit the husbands and the church and our homes. Allow women to talk.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.